Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense will have the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will go to work for the first time today. David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down.
And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here, just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
And the Pirates are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Pena. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Pena. Looking for a big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Splits the uprights. Good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Fast motion from the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Burton. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking to throw, it's Pena. Might be looking to run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to pound it in. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. You know, coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Offense gets set for second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going in.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Scanning the field, it's Pena. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's the handoff.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
The Pirates send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. But the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires it. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Still on his feet. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Caught in the backfield, it's McCarty.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but It's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Pirates look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll leave it with him. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pulls it in. It's Toppin. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pressure coming. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. extending the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking for a man. It's Pena. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it, and they can work. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling, and they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to pass, it's Pena. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be...
It's complete! I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gun. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After this, it'll be a wrap. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask